Aquarius, welcome to your just-in-time intuitive tarot reading. If you are watching this, do trust there is a message here for you. If you're returning, welcome back Aquarius. Great to have you call in for another reading. And if you are a newbie, welcome. My name is Bronya. I'm an intuitive tarot reader. Looking forward to bringing you through this message. If you do enjoy it, I need to draw you another one. Please do like, share, comment, but most importantly, hit the subscribe button. Keeps the readings flowing and the channel growing, which also keeps the readings flowing. So I'd be super grateful for that. Drop me a comment. Let me know where you are tuning in from. You know I love to hear. And I love this card. I got two favorites in this deck. This is number one, and there's another one that says have faith in your dreams. That's number two. This is interesting because I just pulled this one for Pisces, and just like the blue moon energy, I literally feel this card comes out once in a blue moon, and this come out back to back twice. So if you're dealing with a Pisces or you have a strong Piscean placement in your birth chart, you might want to go and check that reading out as well, because it was pretty cool. Okay, believe in the impossible, blue moon energy, and your commitment is being tested first quarter moon. Interesting. Look, maybe you're getting to the pointy end of something you've been trying to manifest or work towards, and you're thinking about giving up or pulling out. And this is like saying, keep going, because the impossible could happen. Once in a blue moon, like, doesn't mean to say that it's not going to happen. We maybe have an alignment of the perfect circumstances, right place, right time. Like something is lining up here. Maybe it's going to test your commitment. Think about what, okay, something big's coming in here. We all want success, but when it lands, how would we really feel? Right? It can be like, imagine if you just had like millions of dollars in your bank account tomorrow. Like, that can be confronting. So I'm saying, really feel into it. Really feel into what would it feel like if, you know, what you're trying to make happen turned up in your life, and be aligned to it. Be okay with it fully and deeply. All right. So that's an interesting little message. Let's keep going. Now, personal readings and healings are available. I will drop the link to my website down below. I will also pop the links to my Instagram and TikTok accounts, as I'm really interactive over there with different readings and a bit more personal sharing. Let's get you an Oracle of the Angels card, and it's higher consciousness and higher thoughts at the bottom of the deck. I feel that and this is number one. It's the number of the Magician, and that's number 10, which also adds to 1. So that's kind of like a weird little sign there. I feel like there's alchemy happening here. Higher consciousness. Maybe you are going through a level up. Maybe you're getting some kind of download, insight, some answers here. I really think that you're being asked to keep working your magic, keep manifesting, keep aligning, but most importantly, keep taking action. Believe in the impossible, because the kind of magician-esque energy that I'm feeling into number one in the major arcana says that the conditions are almost ready and ripe to unlock some kind of greater potential. We better keep going, because this is juicy. All right, Aquarius. I'm using the full tarot deck here, and the Ethereal Alchemist Tarot, by the way, which is gorgeous. And I've got the King of Swords. That's your energy. That's the Star in the Minor Arcana. And this talks about transformation. It can talk about a decision as well. A decision or a communication or a moment of higher consciousness, laser clarity, that changes the game in some way. You're also being asked to step back and see the bigger picture. Look how far you've come. And I feel that if you do that, maybe you're closer to where you're going than what you think. Like, we're always kind of forward projecting, but if we stop for a moment and take stock, I think that you're further along than what you know. And sometimes it only, you know, makes sense in hindsight when we look back and see that journey. Oh, wow. The Chariot. Where you were heading is for victory. And it could be this month, you know, Cancer season. That is the card of Cancer. We're there. I'm reading this the day before the Capricorn full moon. Now, if you're watching this on TikTok, you'll be watching it probably the week later, but this energy sticks around. We don't have a Capricorn full moon very often, and the energy is potent. This can be very, very good in terms of receiving a physical outcome. Very good with work, career, money. You know, the Chariot is often saying stay determined and forging forward. because I feel that the outcome is getting closer, but it might require you to leave behind a sense of comfort or the known. And that's why I come back to your commitment being tested. Say you're trying to find this incredible dream job and it lands, but it's in another state. Are you ready to up and leave? That's just an example. What if you want to buy a home or rent a better home, and you get an offer accepted, and then all of a sudden it's like, wow, I'm dealing with having to move on from all the memories I created here. Like, they're just examples, but what I'm saying is that there's something that you want here, but it's going to challenge you in a different way. Be ready. Be ready. Six of Cups, yeah, nostalgia. The memories. Maybe this is the home we had our children in, or we got that first beautiful pet, or we made all those memories with those friends and family. Like, be mindful of that, because even though it's wonderful to have those memories, sometimes they can be the chains that bind us into a place when Spirit is saying you're ready to move forward, Aquarius. Oh yeah, Three of Pentacles. Very, very good in terms of building, home, real estate, new work teams, going off to study, getting a scholarship for an amazing college, the right circumstances coming together for something to come into fruition. I always say the Three of Pentacles is the realization of the Empress's dream, meaning it's showing up in your reality. She shares the same number 3. Believe in the impossible. Something is happening in the physical reality for you. All right. What else have we got? The Four of Swords. The Nine of Swords at the bottom of the deck. You've been waiting. I think you've been waiting for some kind of outcome. And I think that the clarity is coming. It could come through an answer here. Five of Swords. Maybe feeling conflicted. Is it going to happen? You know, feeling tense, feeling stressed. That can be very Five of Swordsy. But it's also the critical turning point. We talked about your commitment being tested right before you were ready to walk away, like stop pushing, stop fighting. But that is often the very point of magic. It's the ignition point, right? It's where everything is potent. Eight of Wands. Let's make the spread. I've got the Nine of Swords and the Eight of Wands. So the Nine of Swords can be when we're stressing and we're sort of really projecting, on forward outcomes. I call it doomsday thinking, where we think something's not going to work out and we're really feeling into worst case scenarios. But remember, that hasn't happened yet. So if you can stay in the energy of higher consciousness, that's going to serve you better, Aquarius. The Eight of Wands is movement, growth, things turning around. And there could be a message or a communication that you receive that opens the gate to this. We talked about possible relocation or a distance element here. The Eight of Wands can talk about that as well. So you might be tested to relocate or move. And it might not be interstate. It could be, well, I have to give up that beautiful 5-minute commute to my job, but the dream job's an hour away and it's going to challenge me. I'm going to lose 2 hours a day where I do my meal prep, I go to the gym, I spend time with the kids. But we've got to be looking at the bigger picture, remember? Short-term sacrifice for longer-term gain. You wanted this, you called it in, and the universe is aligning you to your desire. Believe in the impossible. It's about to happen, but I feel like there is a catch, but you can overcome that. And it just feels like 8 sprouting wands of growth are coming your way, like you're being chosen, you're being targeted. It is your time. But Nine of Swords, there might be literally a double-edged sword here. It will be worth it. Aquarius, I'm going to leave it here and I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please do like, share, comment, hit subscribe. If you'd like to follow up with a personal reading and tune this energy for your unique circumstances, follow the first link down below to my website, and I'll link you to the socials, Instagram and TikTok, for different daily readings and content. I'm sending you so much love and magic. Do take care. Bye for now.